Okay, that was Ashwin from Ghana talking about the MEST program that he's the managing director of. And so now we're going to move into our next format, which is a startup success story. So in contrast to the startup scenarios that we've seen before, this one is successful and
country itself. There's only 400 ventilators at the moment, and our health infrastructure.
Okay, we had a little bit of a technical interruption there, but that's okay. We're going to be hearing, and I believe, let me double check if I've got the right order, because I have Nepal up next with not Peter, however. Yeah, the name is wrong. I see the same thing too. So I'm going to go with what I have on the program, which is Binay from Paaila Technology in Nepal. He's going to be presenting his success story. That gives him essentially 7 minutes to talk about what went right. The judges that we've seen before will also be listening in. There will not be a question and answer period, but rather a comment and reply period afterwards, so we can see what went right and perhaps what his plans are for the future. So briefly, Paaila aims at producing world-class human-friendly robots that really add value to the business houses that deploy them. The world is rapidly embracing AI and reaping its benefits. Paaila Technology wants to help companies in Nepal integrate AI technologies in their business to improve customer stickiness while also making them globally competitive. So let's see if I can get Binay on the call.
You have been made the presenter.
Very good.
Hello?
Hello, hello. Binay, this is Douglas. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. Good afternoon to Nepal. And like I said before, you've got about 7 minutes to present your concept and what went right. And then we'll have the judges join you for a short discussion period afterwards.
Okay.
Okay,
So can I
thank
start?
you very much. Yes, it's all yours. Good luck.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Binay Raut, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Paaila Technology. Thank you for providing me this wonderful platform of World Innovation Forum to share my entrepreneurial journey on behalf of my team. Today, I want to share you my knowledge about the entrepreneurship journey that we have faced down the line from 2016. Here, I present you my dream team, the best dynamic and versatile team available in Nepal. We are a team comprised of 30 individuals having skill and experience to turn your idea into reality. We have extensively worked into different fields of robotics and AI. The world is rapidly embracing robotics, AI, and reaping its benefits. We believe to add value to companies locally and globally, integrating our robotics and AI solution. We are working to produce world-class state-of-the-art technology in Nepal with our team. Further, moving ahead, here I would like to present you guys our timeline, what happened from 2016, how our journey initiated. We started from 2016 from a very small space of almost 200 square feet. We had a very minimalistic office, and we worked towards automating monotonous human repetitive tasks that reduce productivity, performance of humans, and we initially launched the first meter greeter robot for State Bank of India, which is the largest bank of India. We launched it, and the product added a lot of values in regarding customer queries automation. Furthermore, we were awarded with the best startup of the year from ICT. We got the best innovation product award. Moving ahead, we have done extensive research in the global market, stepping ahead, and we developed and we found a gap in service robots that were serving in the restaurant. Then we moved ahead and we developed the first meter greeter restaurant robot automating the delivery process in the restaurant. We won the Creative Business Cup among 5,000 startups in Nepal. Further, we represented our company in Denmark as well. Further, we have a lot of inquiries coming globally from different markets for our technology solutions. Over the period, Paaila has deployed robot for different institutions, starting from museum, airport, restaurant, banks, hotels, and so on. We have disrupted the whole service industry with robotic process automation, replacing repetitive human tasks.
Now, this is something we have not launched in India. This is something that has been done first in global reach, Nepal is the first to do.
So she is the chairwoman of State Bank of India, and she reflected the first technology used for banking in regards to robotics was done here in Nepal by our company Paaila. Moving ahead, we would show you a small process of how things are done here. We use most of the local resources to make our idea into a reality. So we are working in different dimensions in regarding to robotics. This is a part of the process, a part of how it's done in Nepal. Moving ahead, we have disrupted the service market, automating workforce in different service industries from automobile, banking, hospitality to the airline industry. We have different products and services that has been outlined here. We have deployed robot in the Boutique Tribhuvan International Airport that is here in Nepal. We have further had a lot of good global coverage from our robots doing service in our restaurant at Nolo, which is in Darbarmarg,
the food is
in
delicious
Nepal.
and clean. I will recommend this.
Further moving ahead, here we show you our dynamic product range, adding values in different area of workforce, where our robot is seen to be hosting an event. And we have exported for the first time in history of Nepal, an electronic product has been exported to America, Texas, where you've seen all the mother of innovations happening generally. Further moving ahead, as we have seen lately, due to COVID outbreak, we have seen global shortage of health infrastructure, which has made a great, which has made a bad, disastrous effect, affecting a lot of nations globally. The respiratory disease has rapidly spread across 6 continents, failing the health infrastructure of leading nations of the world. Further, as you can see, the COVID outbreak attacks the immune system, affecting mainly lungs, leading to shortness of breath, and further death happens due to the respiratory failure. There has been dire shortage of ventilators. Further, what we've seen is the pandemic has affected the whole global supply chain of ventilators, and the demand has surged everywhere. The problem is everywhere, and doctors are being forced to choose who can live and who dies. So the case of shortage has created a huge demand, where the pandemic has created 10 times demand than what the general market would consume in a regular time basis. Further, the corona time line that has happened over the period has been reflected here. You can see what has happened and how life has transformed ahead. So further moving ahead, seeing the dire shortage of ventilators, we have converted and we have used the local resources in this time of crisis to develop the first healthcare product in Nepal, an emergency resuscitator developed in 25 days by our team at Paaila, so that we can eliminate the risk of shortage in case there is a worst case outbreak in our country. Further, moving ahead, we have also advanced from the emergency resuscitator to an advanced turbine-based ventilator. We have already created the whole proof of concept, and we have already done a prototype, and adding more value to the frontliners in the healthcare industry. We have seen healthcare people getting exposed. Doctors and nurses are in dire risk because they have to deal with the corona patients. They have the high risk of getting exposed, and we made this nursing robot at the same time. And we created and we work on a disruptive business model. So we transferred our technology, which we expertise on control-based systems, and we converted that into healthcare. Moving ahead, we have won a lot of global awards in different areas. We have been covered globally in all the medias in the country and outside the country as well. So in this journey, World Innovation Forum has been our mentor, our friend who have been guiding us to accelerate and move ahead in the period when we lagged or when we were lost. They have guided us to the innovative and entrepreneurship knowledge. They have guided us in this time. So what we have realized is every time there is a problem, entrepreneurship is not a happy job. But if you love to do and if you are passionate about something and if you have a certain guideline, then definitely your dreams are possible. And I would like to thank everybody for giving me this platform to share my thoughts and successes that we have done from Paaila. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Binay from Paaila. Thank you very much for that very interesting overview of all the products that you have and some of the projects that you're working on. At this point, I'd like to ask our judges to join. They will not be judging the product, but rather simply sharing their comments, anything they would like to perhaps say or even ask, and we can get some further information. Let's see who comes online here. We have Jonathan joining us once again from South Korea and Mattis from Switzerland. So Jonathan, if we could start from you, and I see Axel also from Switzerland joining us. Hello, Axel. Jonathan, is there any comments, anything you'd like to share with Binay at Paaila?
Sure. First of all, that was a really cool story. So thanks for that. It's pretty inspiring. So I do have some feedback, I guess, on the overall kind of pitch and everything. I think, can you guys hear me okay? I just want to check.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
All right. So I do think if you started in the beginning with a more of a powerful story, a compelling story that kind of gets everyone's attention, I think that would actually, I would prefer that versus starting with, here's my team and here's our timeline. That seems, in the very beginning, I didn't get my interest that much, but I thought, if you could start with a really compelling story that could help you in the future. But once you got to the end of the story, I thought, wow, that's really cool. And so it's really nice and inspiring to see how the World Innovations Forum has helped you along your journey.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Mattis, comments from you?
Well, what should I say? This is impressive. This is great. This is almost unbelievable what you achieved. From my side, it is very interesting to see how fast you innovated during this COVID-19 disease phase and how quick you developed a new product. And I would prefer to, if I see the pitch again, to learn a little more on how quick you're going to be in the market, because it seems like, okay, there is tons of application worldwide, not just for service robots, but exactly for nursing robots due to this COVID-19 increasing and or your venting machines. So this, in addition, I mean, Paaila is a great story, but Paaila Healthcare on top, just as a bonus, seems unbelievable. So compliments and hugs and kisses and whatever I can give, because I'm really impressed. And that's wrap.
Thank you so much.
I can confirm that. He was really impressed. Yeah. Okay, we have Axel, who also received just a wonderful plug for the World Innovations Forum and working together with Paaila. Axel, you had a comment?
Yeah, it's just one very short comment. I think, I mean, you guys and particularly, I mean, the core team, you guys are our heroes. I mean, you're coming from one of the poorest countries. You have the least resources of most of the countries we're working with, and you have this amazing classical entrepreneurial drive. I mean, you never stop. I mean, you seem to never sleep. You guys seem to never stop. Do anything that is really an opportunity, you jump to it immediately. And I think it demonstrates more than anything we can share about really true entrepreneurship. I mean, when I saw you start and I saw you grow, and you had never time for anything because you had one focus, and this was your business, your vision, your your way to get into the market. And so I'm actually very pleased and thankful that you had the time to speak today, because even that was a hard piece, because you're running at 300 miles an hour at least. And so, yeah, you're a prototype of an entrepreneur in this world that is similar to the Carl Benzes and to the Robert Bosches and to the, you know, Elon Musks and so forth. So just keep on running. I mean, amazing job. That's all I have to say.
There we go. That is quite an endorsement from Axel as well. So thank you very much for those comments, Axel. Thomas, is there anything else that needs to be said that you would like to add here? I think you're still on mute, Thomas.
Yeah, congratulations. That sounds like a really fantastic story from Nepal. I didn't know Paaila, so I learned a lot. And what I wanted to ask is, in terms of this new ventilator topic, are you going to export them, or are they only for Nepal?
So, well, we have innovated the technology following the standard guidelines of FDA. Also, the ISO standard, we have followed all the protocols from the World Health Organization. So at the moment, we are scaling with all the standard patient safety measures. We have considered everything, and we plan to scale locally, and then we plan to scale in the Asian market at the moment. So we see a lot of demand coming from the Asian market side, from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, where ventilators are very expensive. We have innovated so it could be really cheap, reliable, and the maintenance could be very affordable. Because if you see in regards to health infrastructure in emergency care units, it's really expensive. So seeing all these sites, we have innovated two of a different variant product. Like you see a startup Agva Healthcare in India that has the same dynamics. So we have seen all the modes and certain functionalities that could be compatible with the leading ventilator companies such as Hamilton or Jagger. So we have considered and we have done our competitive analysis, and so we have moved ahead. So right now we are working to get the FDA authorization, and also we are working secondarily, not for the emergency aspect only, but we look forward to scale and advance in the healthcare sector with our ventilators. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Binay. Also, several of the questions the last 2 days have been focused or been coming specifically from Nepal, and also basically echoed Axel's comments about what can we possibly do in a country that has so few resources and few universities. And I think this is a great example of what exactly can be achieved. So thank you for those comments. I also see that Christoph has joined us. I assume that might also mean that he's got a particular comment that he would like to share with Paaila.
Hello.
Hello.
No, actually, I think I missed part of the presentation, and I'm sorry about this, but it's actually 4:40, so I was expecting this at 4:40.
Yeah, no, okay, yes, no problem. I think we're still waiting for our next speaker to come on, Christoph, so I'll just put you on hold for a few seconds.
Sure.
And maybe this will give us an opportunity to ask Axel. I know that several of the participants have been asking about, you know, what can we do to get involved? How can we join the World Innovations Forum? And maybe more specifically, what countries do you cover? And when's the next accelerator?
Okay, sorry, I wasn't really prepared for that.
Okay,
the
I'll
next
put you on the
accelerator,
spot, but yeah.
The next accelerator is actually, you know, make that decision on my list. The F9 should be in fall this year, but I don't have much more than that. The countries, you can find them on our website. So it's basically Sub-Saharan Africa and most of, or many of the Southeast Asian countries. And so I would, rather than completing this answer, I would want to add one more time regarding Paaila. And this is actually something what we're trying to attempt to do in general. So I ask all of our investors and also our ambassadors online, if you can help this company, then this is what the whole World Innovations Forum idea is economic growth to help people get on eye level with all the others. And economic growth is when we help innovators and entrepreneurs who have started an amazing journey to help them now get into other countries. And even if Binay may not be exactly ready yet here and now and today to ship into other countries, you know, make a contact, let them know what you know from your country, what they could do, have a conversation, and then let them work on whatever they need to do. But that is where we can help, obviously not only Paaila, but every entrepreneur in this group to thrive, because we have basically access to a whole ecosystem of roughly 2 billion people. I mean, that's a gigantic market. And when I came from Silicon Valley, our local market was 200 million. So we're talking 10 times the market. And this is why, you know, I'm particularly excited about this as a case that drives possibly everything else.
Excellent, Axel. Thank you very much.